Hello everyone, welcome to Markham's Arkham, where today we will be talking about the 1985 film Demoni, better known as Demons, directed by Lamberto Bava, and one of the authors of the script is Dario Argento. Rumor is Argento was actually supposed to direct this. This was supposed to be his film. I think he might have been working at the time on his film Opera. Starring Urbano Barberini, Natasha Hove, and Carl Zinni. Quick summary: a group of random people are invited to a screening of a mysterious movie only to find themselves trapped in the theater with ravenous demons. Well, that kind of ends up being the case, but this thing gets a little more layered and deeper than that. I love all the colorful characters in the cast that the script focuses upon. The pimp-like character with his two dates, the one of which is the first to turn into a demon because out in the lobby she's playing with the demon mask that is hanging on the lobby display and gets a cut on her face and ends up turning into a demon as a result. That's what happens in the film here. Is they're watching this movie, but the actions in the film are replicated or mirrored in real life in the theater while this film is being screened. In the movie that they're watching within the movie, a character has the demon mask and puts it on and scratches his face, and later on in the movie that they're watching in the movie turns into a demon. So this mysterious metal-faced dude, like Dr. Doom or something, is walking around the city in the subways handing out these free passes to this private film screening. So everyone gathers in the theater and the film starts screening, and this girl goes off to the bathroom and turns into a demon, and chaos from there just ensues. There's a culmination of action here that occurs in the film where there's all this terrorization going on behind the scenes before the actual audience in the theater realizes what is happening and occurring in real life. Upon their awareness and realization, they try to escape and leave the theater, only to discover that the theater's been walled in. All the doors are barricaded and blocked in by what seem to be cement walls. Anyway, so they're pushing against the doors, and when I was watching, I'm like, oh, no, it's not locked, you're just pushing. You gotta pull the doors open. Well, when they realize it, they see the brick walls. Now prey to be slain upon and feasted by demons. How did they get sealed in the first place? No explanation, but yet they're hunted down nonetheless. Don't worry though, all the action is mirroring the film, so if you just stop the movie, you stop the demonic nightmare, right? A new dynamic as the layers of the story get deeper. When we cut from the theater to four individuals traveling around town in a stolen car. Back to the theater where the blind man who was attending the screening of the film with his date or his caretaker and has since had his eyes ripped out by a demon, talk about redundant, is the one who explains everything that's going on. This blind man can't even see the movie, sitting there in the theater, his caretaker wanders off, gets wasted by a demon. In the meantime, he figures the whole thing out, and he's got it all on tap and just summarizes the whole fucking scenario for everybody. And this is exactly what's going on, and this is how to stop the demons if you want to stop the demons. And then he gets killed. But my question is, how did the blind man survive his eyes being ripped out? The pimp-looking dude, throughout most of the film, kind of just takes this leadership role upon himself, and he's bossing everyone around and puts most of the theater goers into gear so that they do kind of hustle and get up and get it done. But, you know, in the end, his attitude and arrogance are his ultimate demise. So, the outsiders that we went to in the stolen car, the cokehead, freaky, punk rock, motherfucking dudes, whatever, end up in the theater themselves because this force has seemed to have spread itself beyond the theater and is now terrorizing the city. And so these four are chased into the theater by demons. The original girl who was invited by the metal-faced dude is one of the only survivors, along with one of these four derelicts who had stolen the car. And they end up on the roof where the metal-faced man appears and they have an altercation with him. But who could ever forget the classic scene where the demon bursts out of the girl's back? Which it was the image from the film that inspired the cover box art of the original home video VHS release. And back when I was a kid in the video store and I saw that shit, it was traumatizing as fuck to me, man. It terrified me, actually. It's kind of funny, like, the exposure that we had received back then. It's kind of interesting. With that said, I thank you all for being here, and I thank all the demons who have decided to attend this ritual this evening with me, and Urbano, Natasha, Carl, Lamberto, Dardano, Dario, and Lamberto. Again, thanks for being here. Happy Halloween. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And hit that bell notification so all your friends and buddies and everyone gets out there in the algorithm to see this. Anyway, where am I? Where am I? Where are you? Where are we? Where are we all? Are we here? Are we there? Do we even exist? Probably not. This is all fake. Not real. So tell all your not real demon buddies. Your not real friends and angels. And send me some money to buy me some tattoos. Thank you. Appreciate it. Alright, until next time. Peace.